We're back with news first. Senior Minister of International Monetary Cooperation, Dr. Sarath Amunukama, says that the time has come for parliamentarians and ministers to move away from the mentality of writing letters. He expressed his view addressing a function held today to distribute equipment for Sunday schools in the Hatharliyad area today.
When roads are being constructed, at least 10% of the work is not being done. They will expedite the construction process when it starts to rain. The government has allocated funds. However, within our administrative system, our officers do not carry out this expeditiously. There are various categories of parliamentarians, ministers, Pradesh Sabha members, chief ministers as well as chairmen. However, every one of them write letters. We need to come out from this mentality of writing letters. One should not think that just because letters are written, the task will be done. If the administration functions correctly, the funds that were allocated for projects through the budget should have been completed by now.
Minister of Power Energy Champika Ranawaka says that the Ceylon Electricity Board is incurring losses as a result of granting concessions to the people. He expressed this view at a function held in Colombo today.
The function was organized to felicitate those who have served at the Lanka Electricity Company Limited for several years. This was held with the participation of Minister of Power and Energy, Champika Ranawaka. Despite a budget proposal to increase the electricity tariff by 8% with effect from 2011, it was not increased at least by 0.1%. Therefore, the Ceylon Electricity Board had to incur huge losses during the final 6 months of 2011. Losses will definitely be incurred when a unit of electricity is produced at 16 rupees and 54 cents and is being sold at 13 rupees and 26 cents. This situation will arise when electricity is being produced using thermal power. The concessions that the CEB has granted in 2011 stands over 25 billion rupees. Thereby, the loss that we incurred excluding the street lamps is around 14 billion. I think everyone can understand that the CEB has incurred losses as a result of granting concessions.
Chairman of the Sri Lanka Muslim Congress, Deputy Minister of Cooperatives and Internal Trade Bashir Segudawud expressed these views on the upcoming Eastern Provincial Council election during a function held in the Eravur area yesterday.
All three communities are inquiring about when the Eastern Provincial Council would be dissolved and when an election would be held. What are the policies of each political party? Who will form alliances? Will the Muslim Congress contest together with the government, or will they form alliances with other small parties, or will they contest alone? If the government recognizes the strength of the SLMC in the Eastern Province and around the country and gives us the due recognition, we are prepared to join forces with the government and contest this election. We are not reluctant to say this.
Well, the SLMC, which contested the 1994 general election, obtained 2% of the total votes and went on to clinch 5 parliamentary seats. The SLMC then went on to support the government of President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga. However, in 2001, the Muslim Congress was part of the Ranil Wickremesinghe administration after contesting with the UNF. The SLMC went on to support both main political parties during different occasions. During the August 2010 election, the SLMC contested together with the UNP and entered parliament. However, later the SLMC parliamentarians went on to support the government. Minister of Construction and Engineering Services Vimal Veeravansa says that all key political forces have joined hands with the government. He expressed this view at a function held in the Jayantipura area in Kantale this morning.
The function was organized to lay the foundation stone to construct houses at the Janasavana War Heroes village in Jayantipura, Kantale under the Janasavana 1 million housing project. This was held with the participation of Minister of Construction and Engineering Services Vimal Veeravansa. Today, all key political forces have joined the government. There was a time when, regardless of the party which was there in the government, it was the patriotic forces which controlled the government. They had the power to exert pressure on the government. However, today there is no force to bargain in such a manner. We all have the power to bargain for justice. Under the leadership of President Mahinda Rajapaksa's government, no one has the power to destabilize the government based on unfair demands. There is stability and a two-third majority in parliament.
Former opposition leader of the Anamadu Pradesh Sabha, Shanta Nelson, has lodged a complaint with the police stating that UNP parliamentarian Palitharangi Bandara had levelled death threats against him. The police media spokesperson stated that MP Palitharangi Bandara has also lodged a complaint stating that the former opposition leader of the Anamadu Pradesh Sabha has threatened him.
Puttalam district parliamentarian Palitharangi Bandara and Anamadu Pradesh Sabha member Asel arrived on the MP's cab and leveled death threats against me when I was at the shop. However, refuting the allegations, Palitharangi Bandara said that the Pradesh Sabha member has threatened him. He threatened me that I will be killed. He also threatened the other two members who were there with and asked not to go to parliament via Anamadua. I met the ASP of Anamadua and lodged a complaint.
Puttalam district parliament mantri Rangabandara Mahata Visin Anamadua
Puttalam district parliamentarian Palitharangi Bandara has lodged a complaint with the ASP of Anamadua that a former Pradesh Sabha member has scolded him and threatened him in the Anamadua town last evening. Furthermore, the former member at the Pradesh Sabha has also lodged a complaint with the Anamadua police stating that Rangi Bandara had threatened him. The Anamadua police is carrying out investigations into these two complaints.
Meanwhile, the police media spokesperson noted that the former opposition leader of the Anamadu Pradesh Sabha, Shanta Nelson, who has got involved in the incident, has been named as a suspect by the courts in the incident of attacking and injuring Palitharangi Bandara in 2010. Remembrance prayers were held today to invoke blessings on Chief Priest of the Sri Balaselva Vinayakar Temple at Captain Gardens, Colombo, the late Brahma Shri B. Shanmugaratna Sharma. A large gathering was present at the occasion, including family members of the late Chief Priest.
Special prayers were held at the residence of the late Brahma Shri B. Shanmugaratna Sharma to invoke blessings on him. Family members of the late chief priest were present at the occasion. Floral tributes were laid and the special puja was held there. Subsequently, another program was held at the Captain Gardens Kadiragama Pilgrimage Center Hall to invoke blessings on the late Brahma Shri P. Shanmugaratna Sharma. A large gathering was present at the program, where a book on the late chief priest was also released. Born in 1915, Brahma Shri Shanmugaratna Sharma was 97 years old at the time of his demise. He was bestowed with several honorary titles in view of the service rendered to religion and society. He served as the chairman of the Sri Ramagana Sabha and the All-Island Shiva Brahmana Sabha and also served as the chief priest of the Sri Balaselva Vinayakar Temple at Captain Gardens, Colombo for a long period of time.